Hey everyone, Woodstock here. So, in 2019, I did a pair of reviews for the Predator and Alien vs. Predator films. We got a new Predator movie out and about right now, and it's pretty darn awesome, so it just seems right to discuss it. So, as always, take it away, Mr. Cumberbatch.
Now, shall we begin?
Taking place in the North American Great Plains in 1719, we follow Amber Midthunder's Naru, a young Cherokee woman who aspires to be a great hunter. One night, during an attempt at killing a mountain lion, Naru spots a strange light in the distance that distracts her and causes her to fall and hit her head. The following day, she tries to explain the anomaly to her tribe's war chief, but as far as they can see, Naru should just stick to tracking instead of hunting. Undeterred, Naru guts it and runs out into the wilderness to find what the source of that light was. Unfortunately, this leads to her being caught by French fur traders, who use Naru as bait to capture a mysterious creature that's been picking off their men. This comes back to bite them in the butt when the creature is revealed to be a predator, who in turn brutally slaughters the lot of them, but for whatever reason, spares Naru. Naru then realizes two things. One, this creature was likely the source of the light she saw the night before, and two, killing this thing would definitely solidify her as the best hunter in the tribe. So the next step is, how on earth do you kill this thing? Pros. I really like Naru as a character, and I especially love what Amber Midthunder does with her. It's tempting to look at Naru and compare her to other feminist heroes like Furiosa from Mad Max Fury Road or Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, but I think the better comparison is actually Hiccup from the How to Train Your Dragon films. She's a misfit out to prove herself. She's so much more than what the people around her think she is, and by God is she going to prove it. Dakota Beavers plays Naru's older brother Tabi, and this guy has the kind of presence where you can tell he's destined for good things. I hope this guy has a good agent, because he could be something. I find Tabi to be an extremely likable character. He's good-humored and supportive, but he's not afraid to draw a line with Naru when he thinks her insane determination is going to get herself killed. He doesn't draw it harshly, but he does straight up tell her, I don't think you should keep searching for this thing because I think you're going to hurt yourself. And you gotta respect that. Dane de Liergro, I hope that's right, joins the lineage of unsung heroes to portray the Predator. His fellows being the late great Kevin Peter Hall, Ian White, Derek Mears, and Brian A. Pierce. I really like this Predator. This guy doesn't have the plasma cannon yet, so most of his kills are with his knives and a kind of crossbow bolt that he fires from his mask. He still has the honor code, but because of his more melee weapon heavy style, the fights with this guy are so freaking brutal and I just love it. Speaking of which, all of these actors are terrific in the action scenes. The movie features a really terrific mix of action and horror. That's something that's always been paramount to this franchise, and Dan Trachtenberg and his team nail it with such grace that you'd almost forget this movie was filmed in the middle of a global pandemic. It was shot in the summer of 2021, so a lot of filming restrictions would have been dropped, but this was filmed in Alberta when the US-Canada border was still closed, so it must have been quite the pain for the LA-based stunt team to actually get into the country. Well done, boys. Well done. Sarah Schachner, the incredibly talented woman who did the scores for Assassin's Creed Origins and the 2019 Modern Warfare game, steps up to the plate here to be the main composer for Prey. Her first time doing a film score for a movie that costs more than a beer, a hot dog, and a pat on the back. And she acquits herself splendidly. This is a really good score. I have yet to watch this film in its Comanche dub, but I do think it's quite splendid that a big-budget movie like Prey actually features a full cast re-recording of the script done in a Native American language. I don't really have any larger thoughts on the matter. I just think it's cool that a movie that was always going to get a lot of eyeballs on it not only features a lot of Native American culture and a lot of Native American actors, it also gives you the ability to see the full movie while hearing these actors speak Comanche. Representation for a fairly underrepresented group. That's a cool thing in my opinion. Coco is the name of the good girl who plays Naru's doggy Sari, and I love her dearly. That's all. Con. You know, other than the fact that I wish this movie had gotten a theatrical release, I really don't have any complaints about this movie. I genuinely can't think of any real criticisms I would have for it. Well, actually, now that I think of it, I do have one minor quibble. I don't like that the French fur traders don't have English subtitles. When you watch the movie, there are no captions for them, and when you watch with closed captioning, the subtitles are still in French. So when you're reading what they're saying, unless you know your French really well, you will not know what they are saying apart from a couple scenes. From a couple lines, really. But then again, I think you could justify that also. Naru and Tabi are our point of view characters, so they speak English with a little bit of Comanche peppered in to get across Comanche-specific concepts, while the French isn't subtitled because none of the main characters speak French. Whether you see it as them speaking English or them speaking Comanche, they likely would not know what the hell these traders were saying to each other, so I guess it makes sense from a narrative perspective that we don't know what they're saying, but yeah, I still would have liked to have understood what the trappers were saying. That's just me. So yeah, Prey is an absolute triumph of a film, and is most definitely one of the best movies you will see both in 2019 and in this franchise. In 2019, I said the best Predator movie was Predator 2, followed by Predators, then Predator, then The Predator. And that's not my ranking anymore. Prey is my number one Predator film. It is that freaking good. I can't say this is my favorite movie of 2022, but I can easily say this is most definitely the most flawless film of the year. I can only think of 2 issues I had with the film, and one of them isn't even the film's own fault, and the other is something that I think I can rationalize pretty easily. And even if I wanted to hold these points against the movie, the action, the horror, the character drama, and the acting all easily rise above those things. I'm going to give Dan Trachtenberg's Prey a 5 out of 5. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. And if you did, go back and check out my recent video discussing Toei Animation's latest flick, Dragon Ball Super Superhero. And then come back around for my video discussing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, because those sound exactly like things that people in love with Prey would want to hear discussions of. I've got plenty of other stuff for you to check out right now, and plenty of other stuff for you to come back for in the future. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment your thoughts below, share the video with your friends, and enable notifications for this channel so you don't miss anything. Take care, everyone. Woodstock out.